How does an extra £60,000 a year sound as a side hustle, turning your passion into profit and using that money to travel round the world? Well, I'm joined in the studio today by our incredible top mentee, Abby. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you, Liam.
It is a pleasure to have you here. You have had some incredible results over the last year or so, working closely with me and my business partner, Nick, in our Masters of Influence Academy. And you've created a lifestyle business, and we're going to really do a deep dive into that and show people how they can take an idea and turn it into an asset, a business that's going to keep paying them. Before we get into the detail, where were you at before you met me and Nick in the Masters of Influence?
How far back do you want me to go? Well, I won't go too far back. Just before I met Assets for Life, I had retired. My husband had passed away, and we were just coming into the COVID season and coming out. And it was for me like, I've finished. I've been to school, I've worked, I've raised my family, and COVID was here. What's going to happen during COVID? Am I going to make it through? Mm-hmm. So, and it was at that point, really, that I actually came into contact with you. As I always say, you popped up on my screen. And I thought, I'm retired. I don't have anything to do. What can I lose? I'll come to bootcamp. And I booked into your bootcamp, which was about property, and I booked into Nick's bootcamp, which was about sales. And that was the beginning. I always say to Nick, I wish I had found you guys before, but he says we weren't there before. But it changed. It's changed my way of life. It's changed the way I think, and it's just, I needed it at that time. Otherwise, I was waiting, and this is the end of my life. I'm finished. I've retired.
I'm glad you didn't finish, and I'm glad it's not the end of your life.
No.
But you need in life purpose, don't you?
You certainly do.
And, when you've been a successful mother and a career lady like you were, and then there's nothing, there's this huge void. And millions and millions of, say, more mature individuals in the UK right now, they're just sitting at home, doing nothing, waiting for that moment to pass away. But one decision, one advert, 1 3-day boot camp can completely change everything for you. So you came into the Masters of Influence boot camp.
Yes. 3
days. Yeah. With Nick, learning all about influence and sales.
Yes.
What happened over those 3 days that sent you down this different course?
I was sitting in boot camp, and one of his mentors said to me, just out of, it was during a break time, I remember. He says, "Oh, what's your passion, by the way?" Because I was retired, so I'm like, passion? What do you mean passion? He says, things that you like to do. And I'm like, well, the one thing I do like to do is cook. As soon as I think cooking, I light up. I love cooking. I've cooked for my family all the Christmas is huge. Everything you can think of is on the table. I enjoy cooking. And he said, why don't you turn this passion into a business? It's a business. I've never thought of cooking for profit. I've always cooked. You want food? I'll cook it. You want food? I'll cook it. He said, let's see if we can turn your passion into profit. It never occurred to me before to do that. I know people sell food, but not me. And I thought, okay. And that started me thinking and especially because I had retired, I had nothing else to do. I was looking after grandchildren, but I mean, like, nothing was bringing me in income apart from my pension.
Wow.
And so I joined, that was at the boot camp, and then I joined the academy, and my goodness, it's great having mentors. It's great having to, be accountable to someone. It's great having someone who's saying, do this, have you done this? And before I knew it, I was registered as a business. I had a menu going. I had invoices. I had a T-shirt made. I even had stickers, and then obviously my children got involved. Why don't you do this? Suggesting,
wow. So
logos. Yes.
So one small seed plant,
That's it.
literally domino effect, and then the ball speeds up, and now you're out there going, oh my goodness, what is going on? Yeah. So when we helped you launch that business, can you just give us some context? What is the actual business model? So what type of food do you cook? Where do you do it? Who's your avatar? Because anyone starting out, you need to know your product, exactly, and you need to know who you're going to sell it to. So what did you decide?
I knew I could cook Nigerian food really well because I'd lived in Nigeria all my life until I came here in my 40s. And I loved Nigerian food, and I knew many who would love it. So I used that. I can cook other things, but that was my specialty per se. So yes, I decided, okay, who would my avatar be? Because I'm going to be cooking. It wasn't going to be a restaurant. It wasn't going to be there's food in the freezer. It was going to be, I have a menu. I can give you my menu. You can choose what you want, and then I cook it. So it's like home food.
Wow.
It's like you're getting your home.
Do you go to their house and cook it?
No.
So you cook it at home?
Yes.
And then how do you get the food to them?
They have to pick it up, or they have to send an Uber, or I can send an Uber to you, but you pay.
Love
There's
this.
It's purely on my own terms. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. So you tell me what you want, and don't tell me I want it today. Give me at least 1 day, sometimes 2 days, I say. And so that's who my avatar is. People who can afford it, people who want luxury food at home, Nigerian, and cooked freshly.
Wow. I love the fact that you're doing this on your own terms. It sounds like what you don't want is a job that's going to take up 10, 15 hours a day and be a slave to your business. That's not what you want. And we showed you ways to doing that, right? Because you got, your children, you've got your grandchildren, you still want to enjoy, your older years, your later years, let's just say. That's absolutely perfect. So talk us through, Abby, how did you go and get that first client? So how did you do that?
Okay. If you know Nigerians know other Nigerians. And I'll be honest with you, my son's wife, who is Indian, she was actually the first person to say, when I told her this is what I'm thinking of, she said, okay, I'll get my husband's friend. I know they like Nigeria. They were actually my first clients. Her husband's friend and their family, they were my first clients. She says, oh, I just told them because they know my food, because they come to my house very often. Yeah. So they've eaten my food.
Word of mouth.
That's it.
That's it.
And they were my first. And before I knew it, one person told another. And because I have 4 children, they all have Nigerian friends. Before I knew it, I was getting orders from their friends, from my friends who would come here. Like sometimes my friends come here for 2 weeks. They rent a flat. They're on holiday here. They order their meals from me because they don't want to cook when they're on holiday.
And it's premium food, premium prices.
It is.
That's it. Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know your worth, don't you?
I do.
And we've shown you
I do now.
You do now. Yeah, because you've done it for free for years.
Yes.
And now you are being paid in proportion to the value that you're bringing to the lives of other people.
That's correct.
It's incredible, isn't
That's
it? Yeah.
Correct.
A big well done. So word of mouth is really important, which is great. As a result of being in the Masters of Influence Academy, there's been a lot more happen than you just launching your incredible Nigerian food homemaking business. What else has happened?
Oh, I've learned. I remember when we started and Nick put us on the spot. Sometimes he just picks you out, and especially on Zoom, and then puts you in the spotlight. And oh gosh, I'm not supposed to be able to do this. But the one thing I know I did when I came on, we had the course. We had every Monday night. We had training. I did everything that he told me as a mentor. I did it. His mentoring was good, and we met once a month to catch up. Where are you? And in doing that, I found the ability to speak in public. When I say in public, it was first on Zoom. And then sometimes at Academy Day, he'd bring you up to the front and, oh gosh, what do you want me to say? But you know what? Now I'm very comfortable speaking in front of people. And the good thing is, the other love of my life is Jesus, family Jesus. And in church now, circumstances have caused our pastor to choose 5 of us as leaders. And so now I preach without... And I actually
stand up.
I stand up. I love it. I actually love it now. I could never do this before.
Wow.
So now I preach to people, and I thoroughly enjoy it. So I've gained so much confidence as an individual. Yes, I knew I could cook, but I would never have stood in front of people to speak. And now I can. And I can speak to people I don't know for the first time, even approach them and say something to them. So I've gained that as well. And he made me a mentor. Yay, yes, I'm a mentor in your academy.
You are, brilliant.
And so now I actually am able to coach others and teach others you can do it. The one thing we do need, and I've learnt from this academy, Liam, is confidence. You can do it. And that's what we were told. You can do it. Do it.
Keep going.
Yeah, they put you on the spot. Do it. And before you know it, you're doing it and you're loving it. Not just doing it, you're actually enjoying doing it.
Great. What impact has this had not only on you, but maybe the relationships with, other people in your life?
Tell you one thing, I have 9 grandchildren.
Wow.
And I use those skills, especially objection handling. You don't want to do this, and then I hear you. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, little Maxie. I have 9 of them. So I've used those skills on them to get them to see that they can do it, and to get them to do what is beneficial.
And they're not taking the mickey out of their grandma. Yes, you're putting them in their place.
I love them. I love them.
9 of them as well.
9. I have 9.
You're a busy grandma.
I have 4 children, so they all had children. So
fantastic, isn't it? It sounds like you've got a great family environment. It sounds like you've got this incredible energy about you and this buzz, and it's so infectious, and you're a real big inspiration to other people in the academy as well.
Can I say the next step in my food business?
Please do, yeah.
What we're looking to do, this was actually a suggestion by my daughter. She said, why don't you? And this is it. We're looking to bottle some of the stews. Like you have dormio sauce, or you have the jerk chicken sauce and things like that. She said, because yours has a unique taste. So we're exploring that at the moment.
Well, who knows where it's going to go?
And yet, who knows? Someone we contacted said, don't do the bottle. I'll tell you some other way to do it. So we're looking into that.
Great. Well, and what we teach you about social media and creating a funnel, and perhaps starting your own, YouTube, or putting a product out there, being in the Masters of Influence, it's about becoming better at influence, but it's about turning your passion into profit, launching your businesses, scaling your businesses, and generating something that's going to fit in with your lifestyle, that's going to suit you and serve you to the highest level, for sure.
That's so true. And that's why the bottling will, the things I'm learning in terms of, like you say, social media, to promote that. That's not a bespoke individual sell to people as individuals. That will have to go on social media.
Yeah, mass market that one.
Yes. So all the skills I'm learning, brilliant. I'm going to have to put them into
So you generate what do you generate in income, give or take, then per year as a result of doing this?
As a result of this, it varies. I'd say about 60,000.
Wow, that's great, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. And have you got some orders on the table at the moment?
Yes, I do.
Oh, great. Brilliant. So keeping you busy.
Yes, they keep me busy. They do.
Fantastic.
All the time.
Well, look, we're going to wrap up in the next few moments. You are a master of influence, and it's great working with you and having you, in our academy. What would you like to say to anyone out there that is maybe in a point where they want to give up or they think there's not another thing out there for them, what would you like to say?
The one thing I will say is there's always something. As long as you have breath, as long as you have life, there's always something for you to do. But what you do need, sometimes the things that you will eventually do, you probably need skills for. You need to, I'll say, because of what I did, I'll say, look for a mentor. Look for someone who knows more than you and who will, pour into your life. There's nothing I can compare with coming to the academy. The life I live now has emanated from the Master of Influence Academy. And, yours might be different. Yours may be something else. But what you do need is to find someone who knows something that you don't, learn from them and put it into practice. There's no end to where you can be or what you can do. You can actually do those secret desires you have in your heart, you can put them into practice and you can make money out of them. But you need someone who knows them more than you, who's been down this journey and who can give you the skills you need to put everything that's in your heart and make it into profit.
Wow, brilliant. Beautiful words. Words of wisdom for sure. Thank you so much, honestly, for coming in. It's been incredible to watch your journey. It's now even more incredible to have you here in the studio. And I'm really confident that someone somewhere in the world is going to listen to this and it's going to give them the encouragement to make a change and be brave and be committed.
Thank you.
Well done. Wow, there we have it. I don't know about you. I'm going to put my order in for some Nigerian food. Oh my goodness, my taste buds are watering. There you go. It's never too late. Take the next steps, turn your passion into profit, and you too could have a lifestyle business where you can do what you want, when you want, with who you want, and who knows where that's going to take you.